I've seen thousands more sunrises than I would have if I hadn't flown in space. And they happen fast, and it's like someone is pouring a liquid rainbow on the edge of the world, and it explodes into life. It happens every 92 minutes, and it's gorgeous. And I have internalized that, but it would be hugely selfish of me not to have tried to describe it and show people and let people see the world for what it truly is. Through my whole 21 years as an astronaut, I just used whatever means were available to try and share the experience, whether it was just a ham radio or just regular television link-ups or making YouTube videos or using social media and Twitter. Now it's possible from the space station to directly communicate with everybody on Earth who's on the internet. And what a wonderful way to share the unique experience of being human.
This is Major Tom to ground control. I've left forevermore, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way.
One Saturday, I grabbed the video camera and floated around, sang the song 3 or 4 times, to my own voice, and then just fired all that video to my son on the ground via the folks at the Canadian Space Agency, and then he put together that version of it, the music video of it. And it's been seen hundreds of millions of times. Just a little father-son project. 7 million people had seen it in the first day, which I think it's because it's an iconic song, but also it let people see space travel and space exploration in a different way. For what it really is, it's people in an entirely new environment, starting to actually personally explore the rest of the universe. It's an incredibly risky thing to be a space explorer. Flying a rocket ship is extremely difficult, and they blow up on a relatively regular basis. On my first flight, at the time we weren't sure, but looking back at the shuttle's entire track record, my very first flight, the odds of death in the first 9 minutes were 1 in 38. Which are terrible odds. And so as a result, you have to find a way to deal with that. How do you internalize that? How do you get ready for it? Why would you do that? Why would you take such a risk? And what you learn is some things in life are really important right in your heart of hearts. And very few worthwhile things are going to happen if you don't take a risk. Imagine if we were locked inside this observatory, just us and the camera crew, for the next 6 months. And our little group had to be able to deal with anything that might come up. Like if you get appendicitis, I have to be able to take your appendix out. If one of us goes blind, if the power goes off, if, no matter what happens, our little group of people have to be able to solve all the problems. So that's what astronauts do. We train for all the probable things to happen, the medical things that might happen, taking care of the ship, fixing everything, but also the psychological. You got to stay healthy when you're separated from Earth for half a year. I'm always trying to improve my own set of skills to be ready for the things that are coming in the future. It's the only way you can fly a rocket ship. But I think as a general habit pattern, it's a great way to go through life. Because then when things do happen, instead of being sort of nervous like a little hairless dog, instead, you're kind of calm and competent. And I think you appreciate things more as a result of having prepared for them.